First, open Cut Studio. This is saved on your desktop or in your Start menu, and must be opened first before you open Adobe Illustrator. If you do not open Cut Studio first, you will get this error saying Cut Studio is not found when you go to cut anything from Adobe Illustrator. Once you have opened Cut Studio, now open the oldest Adobe Illustrator you have on your computer. Due to a system issue with Roland, artwork can be made in any Adobe Illustrator, but must be cut in version 2022 or earlier. Once in Illustrator, make or import the work you want to cut from vinyl. Everything must be vector files. If you have any fonts in your files, right-click on them and hit Create Outlines. This turns them into a cuttable shape. When ready to cut, select your work and go up to Window, then Extensions, then Roland Cut Studio. Choose the model of your plotter. There are stickers on the back of each plotter with their model. Choose what you want to cut. Just the selected lines, all lines in your file, or specific layers. Choose Output Selected Lines. From here, then click the big R in the top right corner to send to Cut Studio. Sometimes Cut Studio will open large on your screen, and sometimes it will just open in your taskbar, down the bottom left of your screen. Once your file is in Cut Studio, go up to File, then Cutting Setup, to connect to the plotter. Find your plotter in the list and then click Properties or Change, whichever button gives you the option. This will change depending on the plotter model. In this Cut Properties window, click Get from Machine. This will grab the width from the plotter and show you your cuttable vinyl width. You can also manually change the length of the vinyl. By default, it only generates a 1.6 meter cutting page. Go to the Options tab. Tick the box Feed before cutting. Then press Test Connection to test your computer connection to the plotter. If you get this error, your plotter is not loaded, not plugged into your computer, or you haven't selected your computer on the plotter share boxes. Do that now. Once you have done that, click OK and close these windows. The bottom left is the origin on the plotter. Make sure your art is positioned here. If you need to rotate your art, you can in Size and Shape, on the right-hand side of the screen. When ready to cut, select your art and click the red cutting icon above the page. Click OK and plotter will start. This is what the test connection function looks like when you do it. Some plotters have individual clamps, some have one handle that controls all of them together. To load the plotter, first make sure your vinyl roll is straight and ends are flush. For the dark gray plotters, you need to sit the vinyl on a holder, on a desk. For the light gray plotters, they have a shelf at the back that the vinyl sits on. All plotters live in the CNC room when not in use. Feed your vinyl through, pulling or pushing the vinyl from the center to ensure it runs straight. Move these pinch rollers into place. They have designated bays they must be in, and clamp. On this plotter, the bays are shown by these white lines. Roller should sit 2 mm within the vinyl. Any closer to the edge and it can cause issues, such as the vinyl running through crooked or jamming. Turn the machine on. You will be given the option to load a roll, piece, or edge. We only use roll or piece if you have a random little scrap piece. Choose your option and hit Enter. Machine will go across and read the inside measurement of the 2 pinch rollers. This is your available cutting space and will be displayed on the screen. Click and hold the arrow keys to move the vinyl back into the machine so that you only have about 30 millimeters at the start. Click and hold origin so that it knows to start cutting here instead. Check your force. This is how much pressure you need to cut vinyl. For reference, regular colored vinyl should be anywhere up to 110. Any higher means you need a new blade. See other tutorial video. Check your force and then click and hold test to do a test cut. Weed this out and decide if you need to adjust your force, or you can move on. You should be able to weed out the cross without any snags, and you should be able to see an imprint of your cut about halfway into the backing paper. Once you have done all of this, plug in your plotter to the computer and click Cutting and OK in Cut Studio to send your file.